Hey guys, so a few of you had asked me what do I do as far as composting, and before I even start, I have to say I do not consider myself an expert whatsoever. My husband and I have been doing it for over a decade, but I know it's not the perfect way, the way we do it. That's my fault though. And I want to show you, we have the compost bin is something like this. And you know, something that's really cool is my kids know that if they have a banana, they'll just open this up and throw the banana peel there. This is for recycling, and then we have the garbage can on the other side, just because that's how it worked out for us. I do like to use a airtight container for the compost that when we put, let's say we usually fill this up in about a day and a half, it's already, you know, full. So what I like about airtight is that it keeps those little gnats, those little bugs that can come when you have a compost, or even when you know, in your garbage. I'm sure you've seen those. So one nice thing about composting is that all those organic materials are going in here and they're closed, and you probably won't be getting any of those gnats. If you keep it closed, you gotta be sure that you do that. I'm gonna take you to where we throw this, where all our compost goes, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. All right guys, so this is where we have our composting bins. We have a lot because we do compost a lot. And one thing I forgot to say inside is that we used to, before we had the little drawer that comes out with a compost bin, we used to keep this on top of the counter, and we just obviously always kept it closed. But you can also do that if you don't have a place to kind of like hide it. These are one of the first bins we got, and I don't know if you can see, but there's actual holes in there. And that's more for airflow. And again, we don't have like a system. There's people that do this a lot better than we do, and I'm very aware of that. We don't really sweat it too much. We get the materials and we throw them in the bins, and we turn it when we feel it's necessary. There are what they call green and brown materials, or dry and wet. The wet or green is mainly like the food scraps and things like that. And the brown material, dry, is more like egg cartons and like paper bags and leaves and things like that. So there's a ratio that you want to have and a bunch of stuff, but honestly, we don't do any of that. We just kind of go by the look and how it feels. If we feel that it needs more dry material, we add it, which is usually, we just don't control this. We just throw everything we get from the kitchen, from cooking, and then add dry material to it. So you don't have to have, I mean, there's this other bins over here. These are fairly easy to use. A lot of people like these. They're a little pricey sometimes. You don't have to have it like that. It can be a bin like this other one's, like just a garbage can. But just so that you know, these bins are nice because you can turn them just like that. With the actual bins, you have to kind of use a shovel, and it can get a little stinky. And if it is stinky, you probably need dry material. But bugs are always there. If you are not a fan of bugs, probably composting is not the best for you. But we've gotten used to it. And what we do mainly is let me see if I can get this. Yeah, we open it, and I don't know. You see that? There's like the heat. It's hot in there because it's decomposing, and yeah, it's kind of nasty. But we literally just throw the things in there, and then turn it a bit, and just keep turning all the time. You know, whenever we're out gardening or something, we don't have anything here because we just built our garden in the front, so we literally used everything we had in these bins. But at least you have an idea what it looks like. It's great because it really decreases the amount of garbage you have, and the stinkiness in the garbage can too. It's the best fertilizer you can use. So if you have any kind of plants or anything like that, it's a great thing to do. It's a great activity to do with the kids. Also, it's kind of funny to see them when they see the compost and see all the bugs, and they're like, ew. But it's fun. So I hope that you give it a try. I'll think of more information and I'll put it in the notes, but I hope this gets you to not only eat more plants, but also compost, which is great for the environment, it's great for us, and it's also great for your garden.